I just wanted a life I loved. You see, I didn't start with a quest of how do I make millions of dollars and create a global empire and change the world and solve humanity's problems. No, I just wanted a life I loved. The path I was on didn't add up to me manifesting millions. It definitely didn't add up to me standing on the stage and talking to you. And I made a decision on that day that I was going to figure out, how do I actually create a life that I love? You know, I grew up in a family in Auckland, New Zealand that is amazing. My parents are so beautiful, but they were very much part of the system, right? Go to school, get good grades, work really hard. You know the rest of the story. So on a quest to make my dad really happy, I went and I started studying. And I remember walking into a lecture theatre. A new lecturer came out on stage. He said something like, "Welcome, future architects. Welcome to your future. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to picture your life as the architect that you were born to be 20 years out from now." I closed my eyes and I saw the worst case scenario possible. I saw myself sitting in a corner of a room. It was 11 p.m. at night. I wasn't making the money I desired and I wasn't living my dream life. I wasn't living into my purpose. And I had one of these moments where it's like my mind disconnected from my body, and my body got up, and it just ran. It ran out of the room. Now, I was a broke student, struggling in debt. I had no idea what my life was. I wasn't clear on what I wanted. I wasn't clear on the money I wanted. I wasn't clear on my lifestyle. I wasn't really clear on any of it. It was just more. It was just different, right? And here's the thing, if you're not clear on your vision and why you want it and where you're actually going, then you don't have reasons for it. It's not enough to say, I want to be financially free. I want to make millions of dollars. Okay, what does that look like? What does that feel like? What does that actually mean to you? Why? And I started asking myself, okay, how does the $1 million version of me walk? How does the $1 million version of me talk? How does the $1 million version of me choose to wake up in the morning? How does this version of me move my body? How does this version of me fuel my body? What does this version of me say yes to boldly? What does this version of me say no to? The next day, I went down to the supermarket, right? And I remember walking into the supermarket as the $1 million version of Regan. And as I walked through the fruit section, I saw the blueberries, and I love blueberries. And I went to reach for the blueberries, and then I saw the sign. The sign said $9.20. And when you have $54.20 in your bank account, you calculate whether it's going to add up at the end, right? I was like, oh, I can't afford the blueberries. Can't get the blueberries. It's going to be too much. Let me grab the strawberries instead. I didn't even like strawberries. And as I put the strawberries in my trolley, I thought, what would the millionaire version of Regan do? I thought she'd probably get the blueberries. And so I realized that I was tolerating so much scarcity in my reality. And here's the thing, you can't be in scarcity and abundance at the same time. You can't be in contraction and expansion at the same time. You've got to choose. You're in one or you're in the other. Where are you playing? Where are you at? I realized I was living in scarcity. And even though I was writing out these $1 million dreams, the details in my life were still reactions of scarcity. So from that day, I thought, you know what? I'm not going to tolerate scarcity in the details anymore. The millionaire version of me was created in the details, not from the big things, not from the, I just donated this much to charity. No, those things come later. The creation was in the details. And where can you choose abundant details right now? Where can you choose to go, you know what? Actually, I want to do this. And if the difference is a whole $4, I think I'm going to be okay. Right? Choose the blueberries. Choose the blueberries each and every single time.